this video, we will go through 10 important tips that will help you become a better player in just a few days with these tips, so I recommend you to watch the video until the end. First thing is to find your own weaknesses and turn them into your strengths. This is really important because your weaknesses may be the reason why you are not as good as you would like to be. But how to find your weaknesses and how should you practice them? Most common weaknesses are, for example, bad aim, bad fighting skills, or poor game intelligence. But you have to think with yourself what your weaknesses are by spending time and thinking about it. And then you start training those weaknesses by spending more time on weaknesses than strengths, and try to balance them. Second thing is don't focus on speed, focus on accuracy, especially when you train mechanics. Why? Because it's more important that you're accurate and don't screw up the edits than that you're quick and inaccurate. Also, when you get the edits into muscle memory, the speed comes naturally to it, and this applies to almost everything. Third thing is learn from your mistakes. This is probably the most important thing because if you want to be good, you must not make mistakes. But how? You can watch your own gameplay on replay, or by recording it, you can watch your fights, end games, early games, whatever, and analyze those situations by thinking about what you could do better in each situation. You can also look from the enemy's perspective, which is a really good way to find small mistakes, like situations when the enemy can easily see you. Fourth thing is to watch how pro players play. This is a really good way to learn something new, because you can directly see almost everything that pro players do in any situation. You can watch pro players playing from YouTube, streams, or from replays. This is almost like a cheat tool because you see everything the professional players do and copy it. I don't recommend completely copying everything they do, but you can find new tactics through it. Fifth thing is Dropspot. That you have a good drop spot that suits your game style is really important in tournaments. But how do you find a good drop spot? First, think about your playstyle. Do you like to fight or not? Then you know if you want to land in a quiet place or a bigger place. I recommend using the Fortnite.gg tool to help plan a drop spot. The most important thing is that you get metal from a drop spot or somewhere nearby, because in the end game, it is important to be full of materials and you can't get metal from every place. Sixth thing is how many hours you play per day. There is no right amount how much you should play. The most important thing is that you use the time for the right things, what you need to practice. That you would play for 6 hours might be more pointless than just 2 hours, if during those 2 hours you spend time on things you need to practice, and during 6 hours you would be doing something pointless. So the most important thing is to be productive. Seventh thing is how to stop being nervous in tournaments. Being able to not get nervous in tight situations is an important skill if you want to play at a high level. With experience, nervousness goes away the easiest, but for example, chewing gum helps you focus on playing. Even it sounds a bit stupid. Also, being hydrated helps because then your brain works better even though you can't feel it. Eighth thing is mental and mindset. In the tournament, you have to have a good mentality no matter what happens, because if you rage and the mentality doesn't last, you won't be able to play well in the tournament anymore. Also, in duo tournaments, if you rage and have a bad vibe, you won't play well, so it's really important to keep your mind in shape. Ninth thing is lifestyle outside of Fortnite. What you do outside of Fortnite determines how you perform in tournaments and how you develop. A healthy diet and enough sleep is important, because it determines your performance, just like in other competitive sports. Exercising is important for mind and body. A little walk or jog every day will make you feel much sharper. Last thing, if you're aiming to become a pro player or seriously start earning money from Fortnite, the Solo Masterclass features over 170 videos covering all the crucial tactics for competitive Fortnite. Some videos even feature pro players like Vino and Tayson sharing their insights. In the Masterclass, you'll find warm-up and training routines from many pro players, which can be incredibly beneficial if you're unsure where to start. I've personally used the Solo Masterclass and even managed to win a $100 from the Solo Victory Cup, despite not being the best player myself. You can access it all through the link in the description. I recommend starting with the introductory video. I hope the video was useful and subscribe my channel if you want more videos like this.